up, y'all? It's your girl Kadia, aka Mariama May, and I am back again with another video. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for returning back to my channel. If you are new, welcome to my channel. Okay, so this is a video that I told you guys was going to be coming about, you know, the whole substitute teacher, little spiel, yada, yada, yada. So let's get into it. Okay, so again, for those of you who didn't know, like, about everything that kind of happened in 2020, so 2020, your girl, actually 2019, I got my degree, my associate's degree in general studies, so that, you know, gave me the right of way to kind of become a substitute teacher. So March of 2020, I got, you know, I was on spring break or whatever with the leadership group, the college that I was attending, and I got that call on break that was like, baby Gil, you got the job. And I was like, it's like I'm just playing, but no, really. Okay, so they gave me the job. I got the call. They're like, you know, whatever, you're hired. And then COVID-19 was like, sis, you're fired. It's like, no, but they didn't fire me, but, you know, schools shut down, everything, you know, yada, yada, yada. Panoramic, it's like I'm just playing, pandemic or whatever happened. So it was like, sis, you're not working. You thought you were working, but you're not working. You know, that was March of 2020. So fast forward to this year, I had gotten hired again like in the fall, but then we had, you know, the second shutdown. So it was like, God, where are you? Like, is this a sign? Am I not supposed to be a teacher? And, you know, meanwhile, I'm trying to find a job because, you know, in March, I thought I had it in the bag last year. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought I had it in the bag. So turns out sis didn't have it. Sis did not have it in the bag. There was still work that God wanted to do on me because March, when I had gotten the job, March of 2020, I did not receive my sanctification. I wasn't sanctified. And Lord knows, when you're dealing with children, you need to be sanctified. Okay, so sis was not sanctified when I had received the first, you know, whatever, in March of 2020. So fast forward, we, try to get it again. And then it was like second shutdown, like school's still not open. So now you have to wait till January of 2021, like almost a whole year before I got this like job. So that was just a little background or whatever. So now, you know, sis was living her best life. And I'm still living my best life. But as far as like, I didn't have to wake up early, yada, yada, yada. So, I'm sorry, I'm just a little bit all over the place, but, you know, hopefully you're with me. You're with me. If not, just run it back. Run it back. So let's see. I'm sorry, I'm thinking. Okay, so I was just used to like, you know, oh yeah, meanwhile, so I'm like, when they had the second shutdown, I had to wait till January. I'm like, God. I'm like, is this like, am I not supposed to be working? Like, is this not for me? But turns out it's most definitely for me. It's definitely in the will of God for me to be where I am now in this place, because it's very flexible with my life as like a young adult, as well as a Christian, like very flexible for the kingdom, you know, very, very flexible. So it's not like too demanding, but you know, we'll get there. Okay, so what else? Sorry, y'all. Like, I'm finally talking to y'all. Like, do you know how long it's been? I need to stop playing because this is gonna take forever to edit. Okay. So yeah, definitely is in the will of God for me to be where I am now, and for God to use me as his vessel, as a woman of God at the institution that I am, you know, working at. So I have the job as a sub, you know, I fill out all the paperwork, you know, yada, yada, yada. I'm going through the steps. I'm going through the motions, you know, the new hiring process or whatever. So then I'm looking and we're back to school, and it was just like, they haven't really posted anything like they need subs. I'm like, is this real life? Is this gonna be my lot, Lord? Like, and then it was just like, while I was in that waiting period of waiting to, become the substitute teacher, be where I'm supposed to be, then it was just like I was filling out applications after applications after applications. I was filling out applications at the hospital, just different jobs that honestly I didn't really even want, but it's like, okay, I need to be on my, on my bag. I need to be, getting my bag. So it was like things were just not working out. So yeah, so I have the job as a sub, and now I'm just like waiting. I'm like, need me. Post something. I want to pick up the shift. I want to get this money, whatever. So wasn't really hearing nothing. Lo and behold, side note, if God is telling you to do something, like, say this is like your life and you're like really, really holding on to, you like, God, I love this. Oh, this is like the teddy bear example. You're like, God, I love this. I don't want to let it go. And then it's just like, he like, come on. Let it go. He got like a huge, like much bigger teddy bear, like I want to say like it's a different thing, but it's just like his will is just so much better for us. So it's just like, Lord. And I like had to go through something, and I had to go through a test and trial, but I gave it over to God and I put it in his hands. I'm like, cue the Kurt Franklin. My life is in your hands. Okay. So it was just like, once I decided to really zero in my focus on God and have like a no nonsense mindset, it was just like, here you go. Here's these blessings. I got sanctified March 22nd. And then if you look at my other video, you'll just see all the blessings of my life literally really just started rolling in once I really gave myself, I gave myself to. And it's just like, once you consecrate that to God, like, your life is going to be so blessed because you're living in your purpose. Like, you're fulfilling your purpose, and your soul is going to be so much more satisfied, and you'll be able to reap the blessings that God has for you when you're consecrating to him. Like, I believe my pastor has said it before, or even others have said it, like, something that you are giving to God, like whatever you give to God, he is going to literally, like, it's not going to be in vain. Like, it's not going to be like in vain. Nothing that you do for God or you give up for God to be right, to do whatever you got to do, nothing is in vain. God is going to repay you, like, period. Okay. So that's just, on that. So just listen. So I'm just waiting, so I got the job, no applications or whatever are being happened, but it's like, I'm set. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm set as far as God. I'm set. I want to be, I want to be a kingdom woman. I want to be a woman of God, and that's what I am, and that's what I'm going to continue to be. So lo and behold, I get a call from the principal. So, as a substitute teacher, you basically just pick up the shifts like as they come in. So it was one that came in, and it was like way in March. So it was like, of course I picked that up, whatever. I was supposed to just be, a normal substitute teacher. I get a call from the principal. Thank the Lord. And I'm so thankful still that, like, in the midst of everything, like everything that I'm going through or like have gone through, I was just talking with my mom and my brother, and my mom gives prayer of thanks or whatever, like in the middle of the day, just like to give God thanks because you made it to the middle of the day. Everybody didn't do that. So me and my brother and my mom, we pray, and she's like, is there anything significant, that you want to thank God for? And I was just like, I want to thank God for joy, because God has really filled my life with joy and like with sunshine and just with so much happiness. So I'm just like, I want to thank God for joy in the different seasons of life that I'm going through, and hope. Like, I'm joyful and I'm hopeful because, like, I have God. So my life is good. Like, I know that no matter what I go through, I'm good because I have God. And that's like, period. Like, if I'm in the will of God, I'm in the epitome and the apex of life. So yeah, it may get hard. You may get discouraged. You may feel downhearted sometimes, but I am living for God. And my desire is, Lord, this might hurt, but your will be done. I'm going to be happy. So it's just like, And I was just telling my mom and my brother, like, I'm just thankful for joy. Like, God has given me joy in the different seasons of life that I have gone through. Like, in this season of my life, it's been so different because it just has. I'm used to being more dependent on myself, kind of like for the different things that, you know, I desire. And God is just like, I feel like he's shown me, like, you come to that reality where it's just like, it's not in the job that you're depending on. It's like, I gave you that job, I'm allowing you to get that money, all that stuff. And God has just put me in a place where I can have joy. Okay, so I'm very thankful for that. But yeah, so then the principal calls me. He's like, talking to me about like the substitute teacher or whatever. So he's like, yeah, if there's just like 2 days that you can commit to of the week, we would greatly appreciate that, or whatever. It would be greatly appreciated, you know. And I was just like, 2 days a week, sir, I can have all days a week. Okay, I don't really have nothing to do right now outside of like going to church. So that was just like a huge blessing, because as a substitute, you just pick up shifts. Really, you just pick up shifts. But to get a call from like the boss, like, you know, like the head of the school, and for them to reach out to me just to commit to 2 days, but it was just like, God literally sent the blessing, y'all. Like, literally was a blessing with like perfect hours. Like, it's not like, it's like first shift, but like that good first shift. It's not like an 8 to 5. It's literally like a early to like mid-afternoon. So I still have so much of the day left. And I'm just like, I am so thankful. Like, when I got that call like that Thursday, and then it was just like, you know how normally it's like, okay, you'll start the following Monday. They was like, no, tomorrow, like the next day. So it was just like, God just really came through and just really blessed so much. So that's kind of like my substitute kind of story, or like background or whatever. But yeah, so that was just like a huge blessing. Like, when I got that call from the principal, it was like basically like, you know, I don't really have to pick up shifts anymore. Like, it's almost like I'm a full-time employee, but without like the heaviness and the actual too much of, I don't want to say too much, but the actual weight of like the responsibility of really being a full-time employee. So it's just like such great flexibility. Like, God just blessed so much. Like, I can be available to the kingdom of God, as well as, you know, taking care of my natural basic needs, like paying for, you know, my bills, my responsibilities, my desires, you know, just different things like that. And like, I'm just very thankful for that. So that's just kind of like the background of the substitute teaching thing, like as far as the whole hiring process situation. Y'all get it? Y'all follow me? You follow me? Hopefully you're following me. So now, in the next video, I'm gonna tell y'all what to expect on your first day of substitute teaching, almost type of thing. So I will keep y'all updated in the next video. So without further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Y'all are up to date with me now. I am a substitute teacher with a little razzle dazzle. Thank you so much for watching this video. So without further ado, over and out.